It's the high school game of the week on 23 ABC, Friday Night Live. Brought to you by Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, the biggest little credit union in town.
Welcome to Friday Night Live. I'm Casey Kiernan. We're here. It's the playoff edition of FNL. We're at Golden Valley High School, where the Bulldogs just hosted the Independence Falcons in the D3 round one of the playoffs. Independence, they spend all league in the SWIL, the only D3 team in that league. They finally get a break from the D1 opponents. They were the 9 seed coming into the Bulldogs 8 seed. They won tonight. It was an upset. Let's go to those highlights. Independence Falcons in the doghouse. Golden Valley High School round one of the Division III playoffs. First quarter scoreless. Jordan Wiley in the red zone. He hands off to DJ Reed. It goes around the edge and into the end zone. Touchdown Independence. PAT is missed though, so it's 6-0 Falcons. Cheerleaders keeping the spirits up. First quarter in, so we go to the second. Wiley handoff to Jalen Somerville. He gets Jordan Fabalena on the misdirection, and he goes between the tackles and he's off. There's our 2 TD men celebrating the end zone. 13-0 Indy. Golden Valley with the ball now. Tyler Waters pitches it to who knows? Chris Williams maybe, but he didn't know about it. Sergio Wright recovers the football, and it results in a touchdown, so 20-0 Falcons. 30 seconds left in the half. Waters takes the snap, a bomb downfield, and Jesse Hodges catches it, the captain, a 20-yard touchdown pass. The Bulldogs on the board, so 20-7 Falcons lead at the half. Third quarter now, Dogs trying to mount a comeback. Waters takes the ball on the keeper, and it's fumbled. Second turnover of the game for Golden Valley. Independence covered that ball, so Jordan Wiley in the air game. Why not? The run sets up the pass, and he goes up the middle to Chris Ellis. He had his man beat on that route. Falcons go ahead by yet another score. BAT! And they would hold on to that lead. 35-14 was your final. Independence wins this one tonight. They go next week, November 22nd, in the second round of the playoffs to Tulare Western. For those Bulldogs, they had a bit of an up-and-down season. It ends at 5-6. We spoke to their head coach, Eric Smith, after the game.
We just made too many mistakes, and we didn't execute on offense. I thought our defense actually played very well. We kind of gave them a touchdown offensively. We couldn't control their 7 men in the box. We weren't able to throw good enough. I just think they have a little bit of better athletes than we do, and it showed because in space they're a little quicker than us, and we just couldn't make the big play.
This is the end of Tyler's sophomore year. What did you see from him tonight and then his overall growth throughout the year?
Well, he got better. I mean, he's going to continue to get better as he processes the game. The game should become a little bit slower. I think that's probably what I'm most proud of. He's already grasped the offense. It's just a matter of making the plays when it counts. And tonight we're a little bit off on certain plays, and it showed, and they weren't. And they were able to make some good plays with their wide receivers, and they were able to not run the ball a whole lot, but they were able to pass it down the field. And we kind of struggled, and we take pride in our passing game. So we'll work on it. We'll get better.
You guys made the playoffs despite a difficult season. What did you tell them right there in the huddle?
Well, I told them, at the end, I'm hoping they take the life's virtues. We've taught them, and I hope they take it on to their future. Time will heal all wounds, and I hope they take the time, and they'll look back on this, and I want them to remember the good times and then pass on the game of football for the rest of their lives.
Thanks. All right, congratulations to those Bulldogs. They had a fantastic season this year. Unfortunately, it ended tonight. Well, we're going to take a break, but first, last year, you might remember, 13-year-old Nathan Garcia, he was a Kern County resident, died just one day after his 13th birthday of cancer. He was a big USC fan. He even played football for NOR himself. Nathan's family, in particular his mother Jessica, put on a toy drive last year. They collected about 4,000 toys last year in the drive. Well, it's on again this year. We encourage you to donate. It began this weekend and it'll run through November 30th. Like I said, we encourage you to donate a toy. You can drop off a toy at any Terrio location, and also we'll have more information about that on our website. All right, what a great game it was here tonight. When we come back, we talk to Independence right after the game. It's Friday Night Live from Golden Valley High. We'll be back.
Friday Night Live, brought to you by Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, the biggest little credit union in town.
One thing about living in Kern County is all the great rivalries. Garcisburg,
Hatchville,
Centennial,
Liberty,
Highland,
Foothill,
West,
PHS.
and despite all our great rivalries, there are some things we can all agree on, like official doctor's notes, for excused absences are always folded in half. And no matter who we root for, Kern Schools is the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County. Kern Schools, the biggest little credit union in town.
At SDDS Dental, our top priority is our patients' health and well-being, and we don't take that lightly.
Going to the dentist can be stressful, so we work hard to provide the most comfortable and stress-free experience possible.
We use the most advanced techniques and technologies to provide the best standard of care, an environment that focuses on quality dentistry.
Building trust with your dentist is important, so our patients are always seen by Dr. Safai himself.
SDDS Dental in the Laurel Glen Shopping Center on Ming and Ash. Make your appointment today.
Kerncast 23, focusing on weather unique to Kern County, tracking weather that affects your life day in and day out, helping you plan every hour of your day, 7 days a week, on your phone, on the web, and on the air. The Kerncast 23 weather team. We cover Kern County's weather.
Ashley Furniture Home Store announces the lowest prices of the year, with our most popular items starting at only $288. This dining room or this sofa only $388. This queen bed or this sofa just $488. Or 24 months no interest. Plus get 20% off a Power Base with select Ashley Sleep mattress purchases. Get our best-selling items at their lowest prices at Ashley Furniture Home Store in Fresno and Bakersfield.
Get the first news of the day with Larissa Wohl. Weekdays on 23 ABC News at 4:30.
23 ABC News. We cover Kern County.
Arsenio's two-night movie event continues.
I hear him. You hear him?
As the Best Man Holiday women take over Arsenio.
You're gonna like the way it looks, I guarantee you.
Tonight after Nightline on 23 ABC.
Back to Friday Night Live. We're still here at Golden Valley High School. Casey Kiernan joined now by the head coach of the Independence Falcons, Sean McEwen. Coach McEwen, thanks for joining us.
No problem.
Congratulations. They just won round one. Falcons over the Bulldogs here at Golden Valley. Coach, first of all, you're on the sidelines. What was the difference in this game?
You know, I thought our kids played with a lot of energy tonight. They came out, they played hard, and we're able to do a couple things defensively against them that were really beneficial for us.
You guys seem to have a pretty balanced attack. I know Jordan had a really good pass over the middle there in the beginning of the third quarter. What did you see from Jordan tonight?
You know, Jordan played well. You know, he made some good reads in the option game, made some good reads and throws in the pass game. You know, we could have done a better job catching some of those balls, but Jordan, you know, managed the game well, just like we asked him to.
Mm-hmm. A lot of talk about you guys are leaving the SWIL. You've been there for 4 years. And you were technically the underdog in this game. Mm-hmm. You guys are the 9 seed, they're the 8 seed, Golden Valley, but you guys came out and it was pretty clear early on that you were going to dominate this one. Is it that you do play in that Division I league and you're tested all league and then you come here and you play a D3? Is there something to that?
Yeah, I think there is something to that. Okay. You know, our kids the last 5 weeks have faced a level that not every team's going to face in Division III. So our kids have to step up their game once league hits. And we hope that there's a carryover once the playoffs happen, and I think that's happened today.
Has that changed the way that maybe you schedule your non-league opponents for those kids?
You know, I'm really not worried about next year.
No.
I'm worried about our game on Thursday right now. I'm already thinking about film and getting ready because we're on a short week.
How much have you talked about Tulare Union or Western, and have you taken a look at them at all?
I haven't seen them yet. I've talked to a couple people, and they said that they're extremely well coached. They're a big physical team. Mm-hmm. You know, very sound on defense, so we're going to have to bring our A game to win next week.
You have a big physical team. Do you feel like you sort of match up well against a team like that?
We'll see once we get film and kind of break them down and see what we can get done next week.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, Coach McEwen, thanks again for joining us, and congratulations to the Falcons. And for the Bulldogs, a really, really great year for them. Sad to see it end, but Independence Falcons next week in round 2 will be facing Tulare Western. All right, well, that'll do it here for us right now on Friday Night Live. But when we come back, we'll whip around Kern County as some other scores are coming in a very exciting round one of the playoffs. It's Friday Night Live from Golden Valley High. We'll be back.
You're watching KERO 23 ABC in Bakersfield. Friday Night Live, brought to you by Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, the biggest little credit union in town.
One thing about living in Kern County is all the great rivalries. Garces,
Hatchville,
Centennial,
Liberty,
Highland,
Foothill,
West,
BHS.
And despite all our great rivalries, there are some things we can all agree on, like official doctor's notes for excused absences are always folded in half. And no matter who we root for, Kern Schools is the #1 financial institution in all of Kern County. Kern Schools, the biggest little credit union in town.
I like to engage the entire student in the learning process.
I want to make them see what they're studying is very relevant.
I like to see learning actually happen in the classroom, engaging the student with all their senses.
I know for a fact that every single one of my students will have problems down the road, and I want to give them tools to be able to deal with those issues.
Excellence and passion for being a difference maker goes hand in hand.
Hi, I'm Tim Callahan, and this is your 23 ABC Community Calendar. The Ladies Guild of Grace Lutheran Church invites you to their annual Fall Fair Luncheon and Bazaar on Thursday, November 21st. Enjoy a traditional meal of Swedish meatballs. And on November 23rd, Olive Knolls will hold their craft fair. Proceeds benefit their students' trip to Washington, D.C.
Post your event at least 2 weeks in advance at turn223.com. Click the Lifestyle tab for Community Calendar. Brought to you by Kern Schools Federal Credit Union, the biggest little credit union in town.
Don't miss the big three-way Chevrolet year-end clearance sale on now. Get special end-of-year savings on both new, used, and certified pre-owned cars and trucks. Look for the savings right on the window. Over 100 pre-owned and 400 new on sale. Used cars starting as low as $2,000 and new cars with discounts as high as $10,000. Yes, $10,000 in savings during one of the biggest sales of the year. On now at Three-Way Chevrolet. It's big and it's now.
Your Kerncast 23 with Chief Meteorologist Colin Jackson on 23 ABC News at 5, 6, and 11.
23 ABC News, we cover Kern County's weather.
Casey Kiernan here. It's Friday Night Live playoff edition. We're still here at Golden Valley. This was not the only game that went down tonight, round one of the playoffs in Kern County. Let's take a look at some other scores. Tehachapi tops North. A lot of people thought it might happen up in the mountains, and it did. 33-7 sets up the Warriors for a rematch against Garces. And Ridgeview squeaks by Delano 28-20 by a single score. They top the Tigers, move into the second round. Let's take a look at some of those highlights. Playoffs, 11-seeded Delano Tigers in the house of the 6th seed, the Wolfpack. 21-7 Ridgeview when we pick it up in the second quarter. Lawrence White takes the snap and rolls out. The pass is scooped out of the air by Jamar Moya. He accelerates, beautiful change of direction there, and he's off. Taken down by a host of Tigers, though. Ridgeview finds themselves on a third down, and Lawrence White takes the snap. Receivers must be covered. He's on the run, and Cameron Demas takes him down. He's all over him, and he's sacked. So Tiger ball. Tigers offense struggled tonight. David Ibarra on third down. He's sacked. So they're forced to punt with 12 seconds on the clock. And on the ensuing punt is up. Dalen Warren, no fair catch, so it looks like he's going to take it, but he lets it bounce, and that's Victor Garcia on the recovery. If it's not for Christian Brown there, Delano would be on the comeback. So 2 seconds left on the clock. Everyone knows it's coming. Ibarra takes the snap, drops back, hurls one into the corner. Jose Ayan in double coverage catches it, but he's taken down a yard short of the end zone, and we go into the half. An exciting end to that half with Ridgeview leading comfortably. All right, now all the scores are in. Let's take a look at the rest of the brackets. BHS in Division I, they will face Clovis West, who's topped Stockdale last night. Not too much doubt in that one. Clovis beats Centennial tonight, 31-21. They beat them for the second time this season. Clovis also beats SWIL Stockdale in their non-league, so Liberty will have their hands full. In Division II, we talked about it, Garces, they get the bye and they face Tehachapi off their 33-7 win over North. Lemoore will face Kingsbury after beating West. Division 3, Tulare Western faces Independence. South and Dinuba both had byes, so they play next week. Washington Union faces Ridgeview. Division 4, Wasco and Exeter. BHS will face Kerman. Chavez, awesome for them tonight. They'll face CVC. It will be what a thing round 2 will be. Join us then. Thanks for joining us this week. We'll see you next.